Bam, bam. See, every time I've been saying I wish I had the voice, because if I did, the kind of things I would do with the voice, but it's fine. I'm here with you. Well, you're still watching Morning Ride, and we are live on Metro Television. It's our Christmas season. We're excited about Christmas, in as much as Christmas is a time of giving, and it's a time of, thanking God. It's also a time of showing love. It's a time of coming together as a family with your husband, showing more love, rekindling the love. So we're here to talk about how to rekindle, old love. I mean, you know how these things are. It's I see my guest shaking his head, and I have a man of God here. I call him Emoji. He's an actor. He's a media person. There's nothing in production he doesn't know. Timothy Bentum is my
Really?
Emoji, welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
And I have Linda Mante. Linda, I loved you last week.
Thank you.
You're back like you never left.
You see?
Linda Mante is a counselor and an entrepreneur as well. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
So we're talking about rekindling old love, but before that, how's the Christmas going for you? I know how Linda's own is going. Timothy.
How's mine going? It's just from one event to the other. It's awesome to see people of God congregate for good reasons and not for funerals and for other stuff that is very palatable. It's been a very interesting time, and one thing has been most foremost in all these places that we must the reason for the season is key, and I think that if God could trust Mary with his son, can he trust us?
I was just going to ask, so what is the essence of Christmas? Since I have the emoji here, just so we all know, oh yes, it's the birth of Christ and everything, but the real essence of Christmas.
Yes. People, ideally, I mean, general consensus is that Jesus was born then, and so we should remember his birth and all of that. If you look at historicity, it's Jesus wasn't born in December. But it's a good thing to remember the fact that there was Jesus. And he was born at some time, and so it's good to remember that. But for me, this particular season, I have been very vocal about the fact that God trusted Mary with his son. And imagine a pregnant woman sitting on a horse and riding for miles. I mean, if I sat in my car with my wife and I ran through a pothole, I get a smack on my head.
Yes.
Like, she's pregnant, Charlie. You know, two boys, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. But she sat on a horse. And you know how horses gallop and how she would feel if she's full. Okay. But God knew that Mary could go through all these things, the reproach of not being married but being pregnant, go through all that reproach and still not give up. And still not say, you know what, let's abort this baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So God has trusted us with stuff. It could be a baby, it could be a job, it could be a marriage. Just don't throw in the towel because you have a responsibility. God has trusted you with something. And that's what I've spoken about.
Wow, God has definitely trusted us with something. See the way I'm calm. Don't throw in the towel yet. Don't throw in the towel yet. He's trusted you. He knows you can do it.
Absolutely.
And so, yes, don't throw in the towels yet. But we're still giving away right here on the show. So I have my questions here. So our phone lines are active. You can call in 055 30,000 35, 055 30,000 35. You can call in and answer the questions, or you can call in and contribute as well. Linda Mante, I was just about to say Maria Mante. Linda Mante,
yeah.
I mean, why do people feel Christmas is a great time or a perfect time to ask for forgiveness?
You see, I think it's a perfect time because this is the time that God deemed it's very important to give us his son to reconcile us with him. Because we're in our sin, and if he was to be looking forward for a day that will be on the same page with him, I don't think Christ would have even come the first place, because even that's why he says, whilst we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. So it's a season of love. He gave his son and forgave us our sins. That is why we have life, and we are also to do same.
But is apologizing not one of the easiest things to do? Why must you wait till Christmas if you've done something to somebody and you feel you've regretted? I for once, I'm not scared, or I mean, it doesn't do anything to me to apologize.
You say it too easily.
It's too easy.
It's infuriating. No, it's okay. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You know, is it not one of the easiest things to do? Must we wait till Christmas to, you know, want to rekindle the love, you know, want to remember your husband or your wife that's probably you had fought with and you've packed out of the house? Must you wait till December?
You don't have to wait till December, but since it's a time that people have the will, you know, we're looking forward for the entering into the new year.
Yeah, the whole
Normally,
excitement.
there's excitement, and people have the will to easily forget and put down issues so that we can find what the new year brings. So I think people try to leverage on that and then ask for forgiveness and seek for forgiveness. But I mean, you shouldn't wait for Christmas. It's all, I always say that it's about communication in relationship, in marriage. It's about communication. And you see, the very thing that makes us alive, the body alive, is blood. And it is communication that makes the marriage come alive. Where there is a break in communication, there is no life in that marriage. Because everybody sits down, you come from work. Of course, do you support Basa or Manu?
None of the above.
None of that.
I supported Manu sometimes. They almost gave me heart attack. I stopped.
Also, what the husband wants is he's watching his football, and the woman or the wife is also playing with the kids inside there or doing her own thing. But they are just there. There's nothing really happening. There is nothing. There is no glue. The glue that should bind them together.
But so how would they, you know, bring that glue back?
That
there
is
should
the
be a
thing.
glue. If there is no glue, there should be we should bring the glue back.
Yes. So you go back to, okay.
No. I just think that, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
She's a counselor, right?
Yeah.
Sure,
Please
you.
finish.
Emoji,
Let me not bring my childish things.
No,
Please
emoji finish.
Man of God.
Emoji continue. Let's.
No, I was just about to say that. I think that there is a phrase my daddy told me about before I got married. He said to me, I don't want to hear these 3 words ever in your home. Ask for me. So, ask for me this house, brother. Ask for me, ask for me toothpaste. Ask for me the boom because I'm a postcard. Ask for me, you know. So I think that brings a lot of individualism. It is me. This is how I do it. There's no quest for compromise.
Yeah.
And so once you have hurt me, I don't want to die a little. I don't want to let it. No. Me if I try to you are killing yourself more. When you forgive somebody, you help yourself more than you help the person, because you carry a lot of weight on your and people are going through all sorts of diabetes, blood pressure because of offenses that they carry. And so why do you want to wait for December, like you said? People want to prey on that feeling of Christmassy thingy, so to be able to. But why do you want to die from January to November? You know,
And
just
harboring whatever it
all
is.
kinds of things and
Offense
wait
in you.
till some 3 weeks in the whole year. You know, I think that if you are a husband or you are a wife and you've been holding grudges for more than 3 days, you need to go back to school.
Then
go back
there's
to
no
mother's
love.
house.
Is that what it is? Because if there's love,
You see, that love is a decision.
okay.
Love, yes, love is not a feeling.
That's
It's
deep.
a decision.
That's deep.
So you decide that. You see, let's take it for instance. I am a sanguine. My husband may be a phlegmatic. I'm all over. Want to make friends, easily make friends. The husband is maybe a quiet person. He wants to be in his one corner, be somewhere. And you two, you are all over. You see, when it comes to love, it's a decision where both of you make that I am a sanguine. My husband is a phlegmatic, but then I am going to love him the way he is. I am going to love her the way she is. You see, so we cannot be the same. That is where a lot of people find it difficult, and they get it wrong, and they are like, oh, more warrior.
But someone will argue that in those days we didn't know what phlegmatic was. We didn't know what melanguine, sanguine, and all those things. So, but our parents, they've been married for 50 years. 60 years, 30 years, you know.
That
so
was
what
those days.
to our generation?
This generation is faced with a lot of things. Now we can read a lot, so much information out there that used not to be there. And you see, the focus and the roles of relationships today have changed. In the olden times, the woman came in just to be like a help at home, to take care of the children, to provide for, food and stuff. But today, it isn't like that. Things have changed. We have women who they help in nurturing at home, and again, they go to work. So you can't compare the two generations.
No,
They are
multitasking. I think that both generations had the same had the same solutions, if you like. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they didn't have all the internet stuff. They didn't have all the different rules, like you're saying. But even back then, there was a lot of conflict. But they stomached a lot of, they swallowed a lot of pride. They knew that this is my wife, and there was no middle line. There was no option. Why now? Or do you have brief? No. Even if you go back, your mother is saying, "Hey, look,
pack your things and go
what do you
back."
mean? That's your husband's house. That's why it's called our ewa. So they had that notion, and if we have the same notion like they did, I mean, the divorce rate then wasn't this high. Because the whole mindset has changed. It's good to be a baby mama to somebody who's married, and that's even the trend now. You know, get a shop, get in there, fly around the world, have a baby for the guy, he'll give you money. The guys are even.
You are shaking some tables, but you can get interactive with us on our text number 055 30,000 34 055 30,000 34, or you can call in. I mean, if you have offended anybody and you want us to apologize for you, you can call in, mention the person's name, all of us together will apologize. Would apologize on your behalf, and I'm sure the person would forgive you. But Timothy, if I apologize to someone and the person refuses to forgive me, does that mean there was no love in the beginning?
Depends on who we are talking about. Are we talking about in marriage?
Let's start with marriage first.
Relationships.
Let's start with marriage first.
Yeah. If you apologize and the person doesn't forgive you.
Yes, it's like the person is still very uptight with whatever it is.
Well, you see, sometimes too, it depends on the degree of hurt. What did the person go through? What did you do to the person? I mean, if I came to meet, hell no. If somebody came to meet their wife, not me, somebody came to meet their wife with another man on the bed, you know, and then she wakes up after 2 weeks in her mother's house, comes back to say, oh, I'm sorry. Hurts like that doesn't go away easily. So you've got to give the person time to, you know, am I right?
Heal.
You're the counselor.
To heal.
So because I believe that the degree of hurt can greatly determine the period of restoration and letting go, you know. And so for me, that's a problem. But if it's just a normal relationship, a normal paddy level, which is not necessarily marriage, I would only prescribe what the Bible says. The Bible says, go and say you're sorry. Then if you say you're sorry and he doesn't say, okay, take a friend, say you're sorry. They don't say, okay, take the pastor, say you're sorry.
Not to catch you, I have a caller on the line. Quinette from Taifa. Quinette from Taifa, good afternoon, how are you?
I'm fine.
Hello, Quinette.
Hello?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so you are ready to answer the question of the day?
Yes.
Okay, so the first question, where did Joseph take Mary when Herod started killing the babies?
Because he didn't want to.
No, Quinette, I said where? Where? Yes, where did Joseph take Mary when Herod started killing the babies?
He took the baby to Bethlehem.
Come again, I didn't hear you.
He took the baby Jesus to Nazareth.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. And unfortunately, I can't even ask you the second one. Okay, so let me start again. Give me, I'm giving you another chance.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, unfortunately, You can try again another time. Well, our call is very active. You can call in. That means people didn't take your Sunday school. Timothy, Anna.
It's so basic. It's not
It's so basic. Like this is very, but do get interactive. You can call in to contribute.
She
you
wasn't
can,
sure.
She wasn't sure. I think she even got it right the first time.
And then she changed it.
Yes, I think so.
So yes. Okay, we have Edward in Tema. Edward. Edward from Tema. Good afternoon. How are you, Edward? Okay. Are you ready to answer the question for us? Okay. So who is the cousin of Jesus? Hello, can you hear me? Who is the cousin of Jesus? Yes. Yes.
Hey.
I see Joe. Okay, well done. Okay, well done. Timothy, you caused it. Okay, let's take the second question. Where did Joseph take Mary when Herod ordered the killing of the babies? Where did Joseph take Mary when Herod ordered the killing of the babies? Who? Okay, yes.
What do you say?
Egypt.
Ah.
Well done, well done.
I
As for my Tema people,
Is it,
Tema never carries last. So you can come to Metro Television on Monday at 9 a.m. If you're late, I'll give it to you. 9 a.m. exactly. Come to Metro TV with your ID card and pick up your prize. Congratulations once again. Okay, so that's it. I think, unfortunately, I don't have any more gifts to give away. But you can call in. Don't laugh. If you've offended anybody, it can be your friend, it can be your wife, it can be your husband, it can be your mother, your father. If you've offended anybody and you feel you need to apologize and you don't know how to apologize, you can call us and we'll do that for you live on TV. We'll mention their names. We'll call them ourselves and apologize on your behalf.
Wow.
Timothy.
interesting.
Yes, very interesting. How do you apologize to somebody, first of all?
Sorry.
How do you apologize? Like,
Sorry.
Sorry, just sorry?
Yes, I just think that, like I said, once again, the degree of hurt. Sometimes you need somebody to go with you to say you're sorry because it's very grave. If it's not that grave and it's, personal, I lifted my voice, I didn't have to, I probably slammed the door in your face, or you spoke to me and I cut the line, those things that happen every day. Then you can just, me personally, I know what my wife likes, so I just go by the shop. When she sees it now, she will smile. You ain't need the afa. It's really better afa. So it depends on
the degree.
Yeah. And then you.
Council, you were talking about gluing the marriage and gluing the relationship. How do you do that?
You see, let me just add a little bit to how you.
Please do.
You resolve the issues. You see, and we are coming from different families.
Yeah.
And the way we were brought up differently. In some families, saying sorry is just, apologizing is just going to say sorry. Yeah. In some families, apologizing is actually saying what you have done. One.
Hey.
Yes. That's how, so it's not like you've done, let's say you are at home with your children. One offended the other one. In some homes, they will tell you that, tell him you are sorry. And you are sorry. What are you sorry for? Yeah. You see, sometimes when you go to that extent, what are you sorry for? I'm sorry for coming late. Yes. Sorry for coming late. When you just say sorry, they won't accept it. Yeah. So sorry for coming late. And then what are you going to do about it? I'm going to, darling, I'm going to ensure that next time I come a bit early. Or the bus left me. I'm very sorry. That's what happened. You see, so we need to, the degree of the offense, and also you need to go through some procedure so that the person really accepts. Apology is about you giving and you also, asking and then receiving. You need to ask and then you need to also receive the person you are asking from should also receive your apology. Now, how do you spice up your relationship? I would say that go back to the things that you used to do. You used to do. You see, when you married, you were a fan of your husband, you were all over, all of a sudden, you have given birth to one. So now, everything is just anyhow. You are wearing a wig for 6 months. How? Charlie, the wig too.
Even man of God is saying how.
How? Really?
You see, that is the issue. He's a man of God. Yeah. He's a man before God. So he's not a...
But he know before I would.
He is not a spirit of God.
Yeah.
No, he's a man of God who can see beautiful things, admire beautiful things. You know, you, after giving birth, you have become like a tabletop fridge. It's not good.
Is it that you become fat?
You have become, you see, the tabletop is, you know. I know. But before then, you were cute. You, even though if the curves were there, try and do something about it. What we are saying is that we are not saying that force yourself, but you have to put in effort at looking good at home. Some of them, when they wake up in the morning, they put on a cloth or they are trying to move.
And then you do the whole day.
The whole day, no bathing. Put on some bath. Put on some jewelry. You know, look good. You know, look attractive.
But I mean, when we give the ladies some benefit of the doubt, because some ladies are actually doing everything. It's actually stressful. They've given birth to 2. They are going to work.
We are coming there. It's not one-sided though.
Okay.
The thing, no, it's not one-sided. we are
take notes.
It's not one-sided. You see, so as you are doing it, looking good, looking attractive, being available, your room, some of the rooms when you enter, as if you have entered the wrong room. You enter and you're out because the stench is just too much. You have put in some diaper, be here. No, it's not good. Your bed is always loaded with things. Where do you expect your man to sleep or to have some rest? You see, and it's a two-way traffic. It takes 2 to tango. So in the same way, the man or the husband is also expected to help. You see, women need affection. I said it the last time. Help her in her. I mean, you can brush the teeth of the children. Where is it written that you cannot do that?
Of course.
Sometimes make her rest a little bit and cook. You see, when you take the normal things that we do.
So it's because you can't cook.
God bless you. Continue on that.
And please, when they cook and it is not even sweet, admire it. They have tried. Some of our ladies, they are like, oh, to me, yeah. So you sit down. So to me, they never get to help you in anything. You see, apart from that, I always say that when you marry, you are the same person who can either create a doom so or so in your marriage.
Thank you.
Some people marry and they decide themselves to be a doomsaw agent. You know, doomsaw.
They are on, tomorrow they are off.
They are off. Today they are on, tomorrow they are off. You see, when you are married, sex in marriage, I won't go into details. I'm sure maybe some other time late, maybe if there is a late night show.
Because of you, we have to create a late night show.
Exactly.
You see, you were, when you married at first, when your husband, when even he turns his eyes, rolls his eyeballs, you understand. Now, you have become like, oh, Osofo, you are here. Like an old Dake's Bible. Do you know Dake's Bible?
I know Dake's Bible. I have a Dake's Bible.
You have. You see, the old one. When you want to read small psalms, big psalms, or some, you have to open. Sometimes you have to put a little bit of and then
open
and be opening.
It's too old.
It's too old. But now we have the Bibles on your phone, digital. Be digital.
Thank you.
as a lady, as a married woman, be digital. When he says, "Ka," you understand. When he gives you an eye, you understand. But today's woman, today's ladies, I don't know whether it is laziness or we've got it and it is too much for us. All that we are waiting for is for the ring to be put there, and that is all. And the men too, if you are not, you know that in fact, all the things that we are saying, you are doing none of them. You are not helping your wife at home. You see, a woman will love the husband to be able to appreciate the little things that she does. Yeah. Like she dresses and just smile and look at her and say, "You are looking beautiful, my dear." P.O.P.
But you as a man of God, how would you... Oh, we have a call on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Kweku from Nungwa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Okay,
I'm very well, thank you. You want to contribute to the program?
yeah,
Okay.
I like the program.
Thank you.
I just want to say that maybe we cause problems in their home, because like what the lady is saying, when you are yet to get married, you get every you are yet to be husband at night. When you now come to, you begin to get like an old woman, and it causes him to feel like this is the woman I get married to. So sometimes the lady, they should make their husband to continue to desire them, to continue to admire them, even on and on. Yeah, that's what I do want to.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've heard him. He said when they're in a relationship, you are dressing all nice, but when we get married, then you become an old.
The ring has come.
The ring has come.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you've been talking to the young people who are about to get married. Arnold, you blessed his marriage, and I mean, what are some of the things you've been telling them before they even start that journey?
No, I think that the biggest problem, even as young men, is we are very bad role models, and we don't see our parents' love on our, fathers' love on our wives, and vice versa, as much as it should be. And so we think that that's the norm. That he just throws his shirt on his shoulder, he's out, he comes late, and he's with the boys, and so that's what we grow to see. But I think that marriage, everything that happens in the home, believe me, 85% is what the man does. The man has responsibility for the home. Okay, your wife is wearing wrapper every time she has a cloth around her. Take her out, tell her, talk to her about it. Say, you know what, on Saturday we are going and buy her some casuals for the house, buy her shorts, buy her tank top. Tell her, I want you, I love when you wear this. So you influence what happens in the house as a man. So you don't leave the ladies to always want to take initiative. You take the initiative, make it happen.
Take the initiative and make it happen. Collins from La Paz. Collins, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you doing, Collins?
I'm good.
Merry Christmas.
Many happy.
Okay, Collins, I'm listening to you. We're all ears.
I'm good. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. Do you want to contribute to the program?
Yes.
Okay, we are listening.
Okay, you know what? I got married to my wife and was food in bed and stuff. For now, if you don't access, not the same day you might get into the eyes of your and sometimes I don't think at time when you go to them, you push, and you yourself, it will even put you off. So, is it called the ring that they needed or is it the marriage?
Yeah. That's a big question.
It says, is it because of
the ring, or it's just, which one? Are you coming for me or you're coming for the ring?
It says,
our orientation, I think we should look at it again.
Yes, it's all about how you even model the marriage. See, we plan for the wedding, but we lose touch to plan for the marriage. But when you plan for the marriage, you have a counseling session where you are taught all these things. Because some people also don't even know how to do it. They always want to go to Russia, the men.
Which one is Russia?
Or Russia.
See what I can do.
You see, you can't just go, you Russia, you rush on everything and you see, the woman wants to be relaxed, to be loved, feel belong to, because it has to do with the mind.
Yeah.
She's talking to you and you are looking on your phone. You are with her, but someone else has your attention because you are chatting with someone outside. You don't expect that, you see, if you don't start playing your cards in the morning, in the night, there will be doomsday. It's likely to be
don't go to Russia, according to don't go to Russia. But as Moti, tell us about Step Ahead crossover session.
Wow, yes. Step Ahead, we think that it's a good thing to be prepared before any battle, you know, and lots of us would wait for 31st to, you know, do actual crossover. And for us, we think that it's a good thing for you to get all your paraphernalia together, you know, receive the prelude to the 31st. So on the 27th, myself and of course Majid and Pascal, my brothers, are coming together with Pastor Jamin Deborah and Pastor Emmett Jim Kunedu to do what we've called the Step Ahead crossover service. So before the real crossover service, we would meet and then we would pray and we'll do what God has asked us to do. And I mean, it's always, you've been in church before, it's always been an awesome time before God. And it being the last Thursday of this year, I believe that God will play his last card and it would usher us into a time of, you know, extreme impartation.
We'll definitely be there on Thursday.
Thursday, 27th, at 6 p.m.
Where?
At Achimota. There's a place called GH Media School. It's very close to the Achimota news station. And it's going to be an awesome time. Be there at 6 p.m. And a number to call, right? Is that fine?
Yes.
All right, so call 0547 655 257.
The number again.
0547 655 257.
We'll definitely be there on Thursday. I'll come with Linda Mante.
Please, you come and talk Russian.
Don't rush, no rushing. But thank you so much. We've learned a lot. I mean, I'm sure they've taken some tips, especially the young couples who are watching. They've taken one or two tips. Thank you so much, Linda Mante. It's always a pleasure to have you. MOG, we'll have you on Monday again. Yeah, so Monday you're coming with Pascal, you're coming with Majid.
Absolutely.
So Monday, tune in to Metro Television. We have something special for you right here on your TV screens. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But you're still watching Morning Ride. Up next, I have Ni Okai. Yes, don't go anywhere.